Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, of the Tandem Yeti video, where today I will be looking at the Stanley Parable Helpful Development Showcase Part 3. So I've just got back from a mock exam, so some light entertainment is exactly what I need to take the stress away. So I've been looking forward to this for quite a while now, and oh my goodness, my absolute goodness, it is 7 days till the release of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. It is 1 week, and I cannot quite believe it. It's insane how much time it is till we can actually sit down and play Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This is my most anticipated game of all time. 1 week left. It's going to be the longest week ever, but I cannot wait to get started. So, to keep us hyped and to get us in the Stanley Parable mood, here is part 3 of the Stanley Parable Helpful Development Showcase. And of course, it is on setting expectations through marketing, which is what I expected, really, what quite a lot of people expected, which is unusual for Crows. But it makes sense for them to talk about the marketing strategy. So let's see what they have to say. On December the 7th, 2018, at the Game Awards in Los Angeles, we announced the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe with a new trailer that played to over 26.2 million online views. I remember that day. Wow, I sat on my computer and I was like, what, there's a trailer for a new Stanley Parable? I was so excited. Oh my goodness. And then ever since then, that's kick-started the massive 3-year-long wait. So from December the 7th till now, I've been waiting for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So it's good to kind of look back, to where it all started with this amazing trailer here. Let's see what the hovertext says. Oh, we've got a story time. Okay. When we announced the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe at the Game Awards in 2018, we hadn't really thought about what the game's branding would be, apart from, the name. We had a cool trailer, but no logo to go with. So I took the most reasonable course of action and chose this, a neon blaze text effect with the Red Giant Universe preset back for Premiere. It's loud, it's garish, it has a cool little heat ripple animation. Honestly, I think we could have used this as the final logo, but our board of logo deciders wanted to go with the classy gilded foil version instead. So it goes. So there's another, is it this one? Is it going to be like this classy logo? Like this, maybe, I don't know. But that first bit's fairly normal, but normally we get loads of ridiculous jokes. So that is what I'm fully expecting. It'll be great if we have like an outline of all the promotion that they've done during this 3-year wait. And at the end of that trailer, we announced the very day that the game would be released. April 27th, 2022, guaranteed. That's a firm commitment, April 27th, 2022, right on the dot. Yeah, as soon they literally announced that it would be coming out on this day straight away. There weren't any delays. They knew this is when it was coming out. Now that we've acquired fresh eyes and can use them to look back at a rich history of trailers and marketing material, I see how some would say we went a little bit too text heavy. We did a whole video about letters to the narrator. We put text on walls and scrolls and title cards like this one. Isn't it sort of nice though, getting to read text while you watch something? Suddenly you're doing 2 things. That's so productive. Nice job. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. You see how confident we were in April 27th, 2022? To delay the game to even a day later would be a mark of shame on us as game developers, and the highest form of disrespect to our players. No, the game could not be delayed for any reason. No, that would be awful if the game was delayed. I don't know what I would do with myself if they delayed the game. But game development is hard, and we had a lot of expectations to deliver on. Let's see now, what exactly did we promise in that initial trailer? New endings, new choices, and new platforms. I was so excited with the new endings and new choices. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Get ready to watch these words age so gracefully. What does that mean? We're not going to get new endings? Surely we are. Well, the new platforms part is easy, thanks to the handy menu option in the Unity game development editor. Really, you just go export, and then you can just export to these different consoles. Is that real? Is that true? Seriously, one of the nicest buttons to ever grace our interfaces. I'm just an art person, so I don't export as much as the tech crew. but I heard that it also plays a really juicy and pleasing sound effect when you click it, and also softly massages your neck, so neck shoulders if you're into that. Wow, that's great. But the other parts are a bit tougher. New endings could mean anything, and new choices is fairly arbitrary as well. Exactly how much new content would our fans come to expect from Audio Deluxe? Would it really be possible to deliver it all by April the 27th, 2022? The answer is empathetically, unconditionally, yes! Well, sort of. You see, a couple of the new endings that we began to develop weren't really shaping up to be in what you'd call playable condition in time for an April 27th, 2022 release. Take this hallway, for example. Is that the back room from the back rooms? Oh, it could be. It does look like the back rooms quite a lot, actually. Down this hall, we intended a lengthy new ending with an elaborate musical sequence. But I'm publishing this article on April 20th, 2022, and at this moment, nobody has written any music, or recorded any narration, or made any new environments of any kind for this segment. Okay, let's not panic, let's not freak out. This can be salvaged. What do we have to work with? Well, we have an empty hallway. You think someone was trying to file some documents and suddenly felt so liminally terrified they were shaken to the core, losing control, pulling drawers, spilling papers everywhere. What a picture. What a vibe. Sorry, this has nothing to do with the actual text. No, it does not. I love these little side thoughts as well. That's not nothing. Some video games don't have any empty hallways. So we decided to use the hallway to our advantage. We have filled this hallway with an awful noise. It's somewhere in between the sound of a dental drill and a swarm of bees stinging a man to death. As you walk further into the hallway, the terrible sound begins to get louder and louder, guaranteeing that no player will voluntarily choose to walk to the end of the hallway. Well, I will, because for the Stanley Deluxe, I would literally play all the endings no matter what, even if it's absolutely terrible. The player will think to themselves, it looks like there's more content down this hallway, but I'm just not gamer enough to endure this terrible, terrible noise. Guess I'll go somewhere else instead. What matters to me, as a gamer, is that the developers were entirely 100% honest in their marketing and did not deceive me, even as I am choosing not to actually engage with the content they produce. So they weren't lying, they do have new content, but I don't wish to play the new content because they've added an awful noise. Artist rendering of a gamer. Oh, this is amazing. So he's got a gamer diploma and he's sitting here and he's like, no, I can't go down this hallway. It's too horrible noise. I played the demo 8 sticker. Big thanks to my friend Olivia for joining this gamer for us on short notice. And hasn't she done well? Well, yes, her Instagram /Olmar. Wow, that is an excellent drawing there. Playing the Stanley Deluxe. That will be me in a week's time, so be ready for that. I will be transparent with you. There is more than one unfinished section of the game which uses this terrible sound to deter players from experiencing what is otherwise unfinished content. We truly thought we would only have to use it once, but then we ended up spending a tremendous amount of time developing the most gut-wrenchingly miserable noise any human has ever heard. And then, whoosh! Before you knew it, 3 years had just flown by. 3 years can do that. But what matters is we have the awful noise. So now it's fairly simple to simply use the noise anywhere that development appears to be falling behind. And currently we have 6 endings which are not shaping up to be finished by April 27th, 2022. Are these the 6 endings? Okay, assume this is image 1. Now hover over image 4. What does that mean? Okay. So they were going to go up these stairs and there's going to be a new ending, but they haven't filled up the new content. There's going to be a new ending there. Look at you hovering. You're doing great. Next is image 6. Oh, I see this. This is like the Door 430 achievement. I'm going to look all the images first, and then I'm going to do the achievement. Look at that. Is that an actual screenshot from the game? If so, that's so cool. But supposedly this is an unfinished section. Look at this. That is just such a nice hallway. I love hallways so much, and this looks like a game for people who love hallways. This doesn't look unfinished to me. This is like an actual floor. This looks like the in Severance with the green colored flooring. And there's that image. Wow, that looks crazy. Some really nice architecture in this office. So let's do this achievement. So image 1. Now hover over image 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Good. Now hover over image 5 just below. Okay, let's do that. Sweet. Next up, image 2. Let's go. Let's go. Image 2. Look at you hovering. You're doing great. Next is image 6, the last one in this list of screenshots. Let's go. Image 6. Well done. Just one step left. Hover over image 3, the pink one, for a surprise. What is it? What is it? You did it! First, a lesson straight away from the playbook of good blogs and newsletters. Always remember to give readers more than just the face value text. Think activities, think play, think scrolling, you know? Next time you type a promotional text for your product, and I'm sure you do all the time, consider how you can take your sequence of images and turn them into your own hovertext adventure. Alt text for life. Sent by Alt Text Pro. Discord close. Wow, such a great reference to the achievement ending. Is it called the achievement ending? I don't know. Wow, the gamers thinking to themselves at this point, there's a lot of new content in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I was thinking there would only be 1 or 2 new endings, but 6, incredible, 6 unfinished endings. The fact that none of them actually contain new content beyond the horrific noise is irrelevant to the gamer. All that matters is the very specific set of expectations I had formed in my mind based on a single piece of marketing content from 2018. Wait, why can't we see this? Is it not loaded? Illustration of a gamer thinking a bit harder. Skin is secretly sweat upon neuron activation due to exceeded expectations. Oh, have I broken this? Is it not working? Let me give the page a refresh because I'm worried it's not loading properly. There we go. This is the image. He's slightly more frustrated. There we go. However, a second question arises. Have we delivered on the promise for more choices? Well, it just so happens that in the course of developing the awful noise, we had to iterate through quite a number of grating sound effects to find the one that most perfectly erodes the human soul. So since we have all those audio assets just lying around, the answer became obvious almost immediately. We'll offer players the choice of specifically how they want their terrible noise to sound. Using this menu, players can add as many qualities onto the grating noise as they'd like. Number of bees. Cheese grater, a longer chalkboard. Aeroplane baby. What's aeroplane baby? Large bees. Activated smoke machine. Bees also singing aeroplane baby. Angry yelling language. Oh, because an airplane baby is like supposed to be a joke on like a really annoying sound. Airplane also made of smoke alarms. Oh no, that sounds awful. This sounds like honestly the worst noise conceivable. What happens if you turn all these off though? It says, did you know at one point we almost named our studio 10,000 Bees, which would have resulted in a different timeline that would have a lot more crows-based options in here, I bet. Oh yeah, that's funny. Looks pretty great, right? That's what I thought too. Unfortunately, the above mock-up image took another 8 months or so to design, which left us with no time to actually create all of these new sound effects, much less implement them into a set of adjustable sliders. So we've decided to simply play the ear-splitting noises to maximum volume anytime this menu is open, to discourage users from attempting to interact with it. Problem solved. Okay, so let's go back and recap everything that we've developed as part of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe to assess whether we're delivering on our promises. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe contains the complete original version of the Stanley Parable and an unbearable deafening screech noise. This sounds absolutely incredible. This sounds like a masterpiece. Is that enough to alleviate any possible complaints? Does this qualify as more endings and more choices in a way that would be legally defensible in small claims court? I would be less concerned about all of this, but I've just learned that our console ports of the game don't even include the original Stanley Parable and they're literally nothing but horrible noise, which is going to put a bit of a damper on our new platform's promise as well. As of the moment I'm writing this, we have about 35 minutes until the game needs to be finalized to ship. There has to be a way to launch this game in a way that doesn't completely humiliate our... Wait a minute. I think I have the perfect solution to the problem. Marketing is what got us into this tricky situation, and marketing is going to get us back out. In our remaining 35 minutes, we whipped up this handy sticker. Now we've almost nothing but horrible noises. Problem solved. Everyone's going to buy it. They will want to hear horrible noises. And we slapped it on the front of every single marketing asset that we've ever made for this game. Look how seamless it all is. Now we've almost nothing but horrible noises. I've forgotten to look at the hover text. There hasn't been any for a while. Back when I was a graphic designer at an agency, someone told me we should always rotate text by at least 12 degrees, because otherwise there'd be a risk of viewers' eyes getting confused about whether or not the text is rotated. They wouldn't be able to tell, and no joke, I think of this whenever I rotate anything in Photoshop. This is probably fewer degrees than 12, so I apologize profusely for confusing you with my unknowable eldritch rotational values. And we slapped on the front of I've read this. Okay, there it is. There it is again. So it's on the Steam page as well. I expect to see it. It's on the billboard. And there it is again. That's all 3 marketing assets we've ever made. Phew. I would really love to see a Stanley Parable Ultra's Deluxe billboard in the wild. There we go. Now anyone buying this game will understand exactly what they're getting themselves in for. Sure, there may be people who are hoping for more than just ear-splitting noise in the new Stanley Parable, but hey, we put it right there on the box. It was my own fault, thinks the gamer. I alone was the one who projected onto this game's developers my own personal expectations for what a new Stanley Parable game ought to include. After all, I'm literate. I'm the red sticker, and the red sticker was right there the whole time. Whew, he's really tensing up now. Starting realization of the deep themes inherent in the game and its marketing, communication, etc. Hey, remember these stickers? We slapped these on Stanley's suitcase back in the Game Awards trailer. Now this level of attention to detail, well, it's really not worth the effort unless you have a little hover text to explain it all. I need to go back to look at the suitcase and see the sticker now. Anyway, perhaps, thinks the gamer, perhaps this phenomenally abrasive noise is an artistic statement that I have yet to fully pass and appreciate. I shall use this opportunity to look inward and to cultivate myself as a consumer of art, to expand my palette for challenging and uncompromising media. In the end, I am grateful to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe for not catering to my needs. It is through their vision that I become not merely a gamer, but the gamer. Thank you. Thank you, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Join us next time on the Helpful Development Showcase, where we'll be showing off many of the high-resolution images of raw, untreated sewage that will factor prominently in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Championship Edition. I can't wait for the Championship Edition. And there we go, and that's everything we have until next week for the actual Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. We'll probably have a launch trailer closer to the release, maybe exactly when it is released, I don't know. So we probably will have more promotion to look forward to of nothing but horrible noises. But yes, there we go. That was all 3 Stanley Parable Helpful Development Showcases. So see you next week to play the actual Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I cannot wait. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, but if you didn't, then you've just wasted about 20 minutes of your life. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.